Ale fonsaje de. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Ale fonsaje. Mna dabo sanka baluo. Ale fonsaje. Mbe useni dabo julalema. Ale fonsaje. Juloka manla maje. Ale fonsaje. Ni aja manla maje. Ale fonsaje. Suluo simmeneleda. Ale fonsaje. Useni masata. Ale alale ya mansandi ale bonsai mbaro da bodima ale bonsai mbaro da bodima ale bonsai numukunda da bodima ale bonsai alale bate jola ale bonsai masole bate jola ale bonsai aye gambia bondi bata kono ale bonsai maje modu bele sewota ale ala be nyinkela ale bonsai maso be nyinkela ale bonsai usen bodanya ni dobo ale bonsai dobo ga usen ale bonsai anata kombo tumami ale bonsai londo nata kulli ale bonsai okaelo adabo ale bonsai ayado kuoge gambia Kai Mandela ale bonsai mayinduru kema ale bonsai ala fosalida bokema ale bonsai alale bate joda ale bonsai jilansi sedima ale bonsai ganja.
Yo, assalamu alaikum bari ngolu kalbe bismillah YouTube online bantabala current affairs show the Arabalungo October Carol morning is about the 23rd of October 2024. Bal content in platform Sabol Beto, TikTok, Yuri Bantabala TikTok page, Yuri Online Bantabala Facebook page, and then Yuri Online Bantabala YouTube channel out. I need to change my date here though. Today is Wednesday the 23rd, not the 27th. Okay. 23rd of October today. Okay, I'll just adjust that. So Balbe kontona bake bal tento la bake fana alka alla watol menta la Job koko fogna moy mama Job nuy na la yangi TikTok tay nekolo Facebook keba sabole bal kontona la ji sao molem dunta balbe kontona bake kal tento bake fana kal jay alkana wati wada alkana ni platform kumato asal mo kumal kal lamoy pour banko la kachala o kontar wata bake the program of that la kalisa na sister kendo be Sweden be kontona bake na cause member Norway senda bumba kontona na dalin member Minnesota Wisconsin binta barajini ani na dalin do be Germany hadija to baylo ba fanon kontona bake fatien sabali Helsinki Finland be kontona ajara to Geneva Mass New York be kontona Sali Mass be kontona me mobe kontona me alam go the regular listeners of this I contest saho me be Gambia kan wolji be regularly on YouTube ba kontona ba kan in TikTok fans all me alam go the TikTok fan base is getting bigger bina ngame muna sanya ngame to be TikTok thing UDP member Denmark ngame different joint right now be jibe kam thank you for logging on nata kachala kotenge ka continue nyim platform sabol beto banko la kacha me alam ko de pasilala pour que banko bondi kolaya ko na be min ko na do la jero to tumando dolte d'accord la ba foka UDP ko lo mi political la banko fe be tamakan ne fine do ba fola banko be diari ne o mo be la miralo harama de mo ila miro isafo o mangena kala basti momo yeko janyami nga fo nyama so mbal dani la fona nal join dal kala video ji share as all me TikTok alka screen on in tab because that's the way we can keep the screen live continue live mo jama sa kalam ta keep tapping the screen nal be TikTok nal be Facebook also video share isa je mo jama sa na fa strategy wala ka chala na fati ni tan donta the simplest thing that you can do to share the live. Hanibe TikTok live news share, a live news share, ali mako wala nal dunta rek ali live share. Ibajala that way based na faso de. Be programo that lan in duala rek alama man sota like kaira baken tol kilimo kiliyon dina dimbayalu ay sutora bake alama alay londi kende ya silo fanankam. Na kemo kendolti kende ya atelum kuti me alon ko wole nafa warata. Kuriya man nafa sudo. Kuriya ni ba kikang ite buka long. But all ramifications will catch up with you later. Momo be kuriya la dunia kono. Ya mirako at the end, the ate imutala warang ite tonya nyinte ila ofania boy ndile ke fongle nene. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Alama alay kaira ba sabati na banko kan alama alay kairo kentol kilim na patio fana alama alay kanda na nyato ngul alama alay menyato. Gambia banko fana alama alay kairo kjani dunia fon in general. Fitinol membe kurukuru kan alama alay jisma bonje pour kairo seten kum banko kan in dunia at large. Alama alay man sekundas kendo fana samba nyina banko kay sajen se bonyi diam bambolola. Alama alay nyato ko kendo di Gambia la. Ne alon ko ase banko be kilimote e Gambia be unify. Nying nyato ngo kurungol membe nyato man sekunda kalabante membe nyato su nyaro be waralinje tep fo sayin su nyaro nying afutata IEC le me alongo wol me mar la carte fayo la pour que the main arbitre bolon ka kiti okay ka tonya sabatindi nyini nal bulu so ni wo fongo njujja juntaje ikalon ko Gambia bu ya finish mboka inu na len bu ba hoba si YouTube online banta ba Facebook YouTube ak YouTube online banta ba TikTok tay aral ba ñaari fukki fan ak ñett si weeri octobre maa ngi leen a sant bu baax a baax di leen gërëm support bu ngeen dee jox plateforme bi saa su ñëwee fi rek ngeen ñëw di ñu doolew loolu kontaan nañ si yanata plateforme bi mu ngi am ba léegi su di yenn plateforme bi du am so ñu ñaalalante jaama rek comme lu ma ko dee waxee fii yàlla suñu borom defal ñu jaama ak suñu njaboot yi mu sutura ñu so okay, there is something that is happening with my camera. I don't remember TikTok. Not camera is acting up. So, yala ñu ngi ñaanal aji juti bi tamit sabante fi wala doy alamane mani ko fal kalay mbe bok to konton na sukotangol la dindingo bo sukotangol lam gunjurngol marioti albe sonna wala le de albe sonna wala le because nga ñinin karo ke janne nga sauver le conduct secret sauver mo jama baby e ko sukutan kollom kunjur golla bosti ano kana fo bias tal de ma bias de nga secret sauver le online banta waja mo jama e la action di hanim bari ni mo Sweden jana ba jallo ate fonction da ko sukutan kollom kunjur golla bosti bob touré so anyway mbalten to la baake ñu ngeen ñu yàlla suñu borom defal ñu jàmm ñu ngeen ñaanal aju juuti comme programme bi tey dinaa ko doore ak UDP Diaspora Homecoming Festival li programme bu mag la boo xam ne maa ngi ko doon wax tey yëpp UDP Diaspora def nañ programme bu am maana am njëriñ Spain neexoon na trop te joxoon nañ opportunity ñun ñu bépp ñu gisante man suma jarbaat bi kina ba jallo ak jekaram suma goro no for the first time tase na ñom Barcelona even though we couldn't have time because I was so busy waaye ñu bari daje nañ fa léegi moom inshallah Gambia la December 20th to the 5th of January UDP Diaspora ñu ngi am programme xam ne homecoming comme ñu ngi dellu Gambia homecoming céppa koo xam ne yaa ngi bëgg a jënd sa ticket nga jënd sa ticket within those periods su fekkee ne mënuloo attend all the programs because it's practically impossible because of your holiday schedule and the time that you'll be in Gambia. At least trying a fake Galabi. Galabi is on the 27th. That date is not going to change because you get degane, you are in the basic Wali Sekala. But come on, UDP. So if you can you're gum UDP, that then I buy UDP fund a Galadi and them si Wali Sekanak. Lulu na doy warde. Ngama dolba fokang Wali Sekala be caring. And alternate date falling because this date was booked since last year. Coming Tombon said for and Zainab Ghanib, head of the fundraising team. So there will be no alteration on the date. Ngalanko musolo nak itol wale seka ni o mamanta buti be fangol kala mo fenke so bari mbal dan la rek mbale musolo alta UDP la fundraiser ni tembu UDP 100% bolung ale skip wale seka la bolung kilimo sawo sa wale seka sina Gambia okay so but it's atota mola people's choices ni tarafte la patriotu la je ko kara wale seka lolu mom doyna war bari ni wale seka dia monte nte jam falaji ani barasi ko wolum dolen telaf from France akon kakari ni beresi kumo kana kacha jang because it all left al kata beresi so wolongo ayen ako ay def ma text ma palace so homecoming minala Bob Toure na la timo ibinala jande at some point kana kacha ni kola panel discussion also to la jang me plans up a foot proka flyer ni funtindi aliye flyer jele me alan ko general flyer me boda zenab la timo bulu diaspora jang mol lafta tableau sanna ning mol lafta tableau sanna well it's a diaspora executive contact and then we can walk around things nga jibembe programme ni kala jame ngamira nyanta MB Krubali la contact la telom the head of the fundraising team di zanab gane bi information di diaspora la chapter bomo lafta o diaspora me lafta tikero sanna jang diaspora is MB Krubali contact programme la karola fan ni lafta information also plaje Bob Toure atolom chairman of the fundraising diaspora me isa contact of information di lela bari ni momo lafta tableau sana lafta tiketol sana diaspora ja mafo Gambia ni me lafta tiketol sana de be zenab wala contact la zenab na la timo bari diaspora ja nite bu diaspora ko di lafta tiketol sana lafta tableau sana e nyanta MB Krubale contact la mi an gatelo head of the fundraising team di diaspora so wo hibaro nyin kuno zenab ya sia Facebook ngamara mo jama yake so albesa al haklu tuje diaspora la chapter sol fanal sal haklu tuje na lafta tableau sana alala tableau bu kapre $60,000 is table of 10 tableau me mo tanna bi silaji dalasi uli taworo okay so also factor in so nga programme that in wala to do publicity so ni flyer ni fundi da fana ba bonni lale inshallah pour ni be pour ka patio makoy mbe hakili bulandoro fana kala jang nga nyin kodol ben fana be ni ten amanke pour kan na bank balance sur kafu ni nga fundraising wol ke nyanta lon ka kodol ni patio le toyala sometimes mbakala fika diamo dol fo jang but it being information also to me is rather disturbing na birol dol bi ji la situation wol be nyame mankelen so alen kala je fanon gestu because an unit sol be jana me alan ko kodobe account to ninsen na birol mako fanan but birol fanan momo after birol you have to go to the UDP national executive through the appropriate channel yeta through like diaspora executive because malafi individually promote fanan kana e ka fo mako ko confusion wala samana bari ning diaspora la unit sol fanan ka kodol nyini kodol be dajala ring na birol fanan be alhalo bolto be ale mulu njawiyatale wo ko maneta bakele nyanta o gistula ba kele so this is just a message to all UDP la structural mo me mi baysun healthy lulu because ko yo ko din ka nyini patio mulu ka patio segmento ya ka 2026 be ole fon kan dakam alama alay na tol timmandi alama alay 2026 ay gagné bake United Democratic Party mbe diamo dat la ngalom binada IEC la kotole because there is a leak letter purportedly coming from IEC la chairman, but obviously this is Open Gambia Ben Suare la Pijo platform of Lenin Sea. Obviously, Ndemang Mafo is not credible or not, but we will just report allegedly. This is we don't have any tangible evidence. I'm not doubting Open Gambia is a credible platform, but we just have to put caveat around this when we report it as a very reputable platform. We don't want to put our reputation on the line. And that's why Niata Rambafla, Niata Dega ni letter about IEC. IEC be fan gana dundi kanne in the mess they're already in. Kurunga kacha ke jam fanang kayamaroke about ndolme yalon ko be opposition. Mo dole diamo ni moy ay kumandi Kafoko seho ikamen fo wolon tonyati. Opposition ol nyanta mankolale na kafu na Gambia bondi ko Pastef ye menke Senegal ye menke Pastef da mamake Senegal opposition la kafta nyoma e bamputa Pastef koma ye Senegal bondi Macky Sall blokono. It's doable, we can do it. But love it a general advice le di la jamba o nyimo UDP platform already. We have a lot of work to do. Kuno ngavona di amo kono le. Ni momo ya miracle, this is already in the bag. We have an uphill task, uphill battle ahead of us. In as much as Mojama United Democratic Party kanu Gambia, but I think na fanam dol fanam midje wol fanam tano be mumneti pour UDP man se kuna isi bankoka. Let's be cognizant of that. That's why we need to track on this carefully. Na hakilo to back. Ferol bebe city kanne nembaje la United Democratic Party patio kana marolo ke bankoka. Until we have to act smart and think smart. Mansa kunda through democratic means force obokadi hadamadingola. Nene role katina hadamadingola sodo. Because karte wa ika wole nyini. Nila agenda wafi. And momo dunta in the polling booth. Karte fay sansa onkono. A killing alatalla. Atelebalo na bala karte udila jumal. So alingan na campaign okay. But there is a lot of noise on social media space and nunkana underrate because ngama mo lale commenso dol bi jakan jahali ikafoko alinkana relevance di ñunula nkanyi ndi amo moy bake alinkana relevance di karila alingol bondi na miranyal kono ala lonko bankuding ibota tundol to Gambia ibota korrale kono annun ni te ka jutu wo mari la ka foko nkana relevance di karila aketa nyaonya se molulu hakilo tiñanole ni wo molulu fona ndara wol fona molulu do hakilo tiña, and you have what they call economists call the multiplier effect that translates into thousands and thousands of votes through the multiplier effect. Well, we should constructively engage people. Mary Allen found we think that imalafi UDP la. We shouldn't be aggressive towards people. And I'm not implying that we are. We have a lot of work to do ahead of 2026. And 2026 is extremely crucial for United Democratic Party. It's absolutely crucial for UDP. The viability of the party, to maintain the cohesiveness of the party. And let's try to remove the C word, complacency. Because Ngame Modola Legavoha, we already got this. Because NPP is in disarray. And NPP sometimes they create what they call counterintelligence on UDP. Well, some people can't figure this out. Counterintelligence will create an atmosphere where they have internal rifts so that we get complacent. Let's ignore whatever we think is going on within NPP. Sometimes they create atmosphere. We saw this and eventually into 2021. NPP called for Malbenyola. But what happened on that fateful day of December 4th, 2021? Sometimes this is what they call counterintelligence on your opponents. You make them believe that you have a problem when in reality there is no problem. So what happens is they slow down. NPP, even if they have an internal rift, I say what you know like because they are the incumbent. Africa incumbency is a big factor in winning elections. Not in the Western Hemisphere, but in Africa. Walaikum salam, Senab Sajo Sisoho, So, Alenkana complacent. Alenga prepare until maybe Alenka be diaspora. Nga prepare nga ke polling agent solti nga the election on you. The votes nga defend. Not through any violence mean. What is crucial. Kunong at the tail end of the program, Muso dole jang call ngana told me alango you follow the program throughout abama la sister do me alango katata aviation kake cabin crew ka karan Senegal la aviation school after to exam time man told dala diamo bala fa water back salam senabu be kontanon kan la alia. I hope you're doing okay, the cousin. So it is very important nga mira Gambia funding ke wala molbe batari banko kan and ni election o kumayata bakele for the entire opposition. But Gambia opposition, sadly, is disjointed. We are at this stage. Hopefully, there will be convergence point before 2026. But right now, what convergence is not there. And some people have also said, I have heard from the grapevines, but we don't need a coalition. We can do it on our own. Yes, naturally, everybody should say that when in opposition. Inyanta dankene like your self-belief for you can win. But even had no feelings at all, it will be an added advantage in a coalition of form. So many advise the dealer mola alinga pare diaspora jang naba nyama nyanta carte failale. Malamonatina IEC is not keen about this. Gambia is the only country in the sub-region. You can disenfranchise. Within this enfranchise from independence to date. And it looks like 2026, same old. Manda kela kotenke, manda katofile. For the mental registration. We need to unite, and you need to unite purposefully. That is the way we can remove and it's not going to be easy. Easy like a phone and Mo na dunta mansakunda adabe li dumbudot. Ika fa fo li dumbo lomba malo. Malo fo nga pronounce kule bang. Carbon di jaka koleare. Because adiyatale. Mansakunda doko Africa adiyatale. Mana na molbe ka kirikiri ka doko soro mansakunda. Hana manke joti because iboko do kule ke isetara office kono 7 hours ite do kukela very unproductive. Ye free fuel sort of free coupon simuni kunu kumbati ibe tamala but ite deliver. Oboka ka jantu babudu. To babudu jela ila kodo janabe do ila account ika do kule kende kede. Suba juna wulu suto ba la ni data clock in clock out ila break banda ika koronto le fudi. And because everything is monitored. But the Gambia lolu fekut gaifa. Ministers all katara telephone la the whole day. Molbe dunne be funtila. From one telephone call to another. File will be laring. If you call Nyasut. Nin dol dunda officer kono ke mira monela. Next trip mbita bintole. Mbota na Geneva. Sai lafta tala Washington de. Wara na next trip ngata Kuala Lumpur. Wara ngata Saudi Arabia. Kadum pleno kono ke yaerek. Anin ke la hotel Dimal kono. ñooñu loolu mooy seen soxla loolu lañu ite ima keya fuaro membe base fuaro membe fo ñi bondali anin fuaro membe kombo laming fuaro membe banjul serekunda imo wotali rotal tamne le to la poso ifa wala na pruko wo man sekunda sifa bondiji amon sona yade but Gambia Adama Barrow has successfully divided our country on tribal lines wala na Gambia la ko fon bala fa warta bak ay banko divided on tribal lines more they don't see eye to eye. But people will not talk about these things in the open. But inherently, problem on yimbijele. Nimo jamaka diamu kunun dole inbox damari to fula jam. Kafanya ko Gambian on man prepare pour que UDP man sekonda soto. Padi buka dalila di. Some Gambians I have wala nyam. Because Gambian will be jele men lafta UDP man sekonda jama ba fandi. And UDP is the biggest opposition. Message o member killer to the other opposition. Until we don't even have power to bully anyone. But you have to alinganyola palasol respect, alinganyola palasol bunya. A party as solid as United Democratic Party, with very good structures across the country, with so many elected councillors, with 15, 16 National Assembly members. I think now local government authorities we control 4 key local government authorities. Brikama Area Council, the biggest, West Coast, KMC, Banjul, LRR. Niko patio binalale ka bulldoze, ka elbow out, ka foko bailen ñu jite. Ndax yow denga are you being honest to yourself in the first place? Akamtale ko Barola Grand Coalition. Beranata ni APRC Fabakar Tombo nyata wolko Baro eko ndol bula jentol nga coalition lead. Yala wote possible because Baro already atal be incumbent atal president. So momo la feda kafulama itala bita duma. But you cannot ask for that equity. So opposition all fanang. Dega. With everything that you have against United Democratic Party, you got to be realistic. Kafoko, the UDP man coalition will lead. You want to lead la. That is the question I have for everybody. If anyone is being honest and you are not being sentimental, because once we bring sentiments, we'll be in complete disarray. Because if you are sentimental, say who said they can be sentimental. Can muna sentimental. And then we will be running in circles. So if UDP doesn't lead the coalition right now, neither coalition or Bekela, Alko Jumale Nyanta lead la. Now darling in Imbara. Adija to bailo ba. Fulo me man fula kamo moy. Fulo me man fula kamo moy. So mbal kondona mbadingolu. But we will cross the bridge when we reach there. In the meantime, the UDP alinga focus on the agenda push. I'm very happy about the decorum right now. Make a United Democratic Party. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. And Alama will continue leading to 2026. Sasayolu ibe kumolu folale ka UDP nkol damal kumo jahase de bi fawe audio dole kinyana ngala moy mfata jelolale ha kuma kalantangol be fola par Gambia no nak adul bi jewol man silak kanwala hadama di ngola bar momo ye kanwala hadama di ngola be bulolo la jele de si ni wala si na audio ban jamba ya wala kinyanam musoni kewole be diamu kan iko tol mo APR silati do fo ba fo kan ko noto alliance ye fangoli kibal adama boroya ngameral be audio nyim moy lale audio kono yana meyo tumi je kan lala wo audio mo woni me amoy balana ko wax bi demut ker par wo be pour que commotion create UDP kamolo da mal du nyola comme alaaj Ousainou Dabo kamen fo ngel yalon ko na political opponent so dolu wala hajo manke fenti wala ka United Democratic Party fara fulati wala ka fara sabati and inshallah wote kela inshallah ma fo ala koma wote kela molle barada nyim patiyoye molle fata nyim patiyoye molle tarol bondi nyim patiyoye duwale fanan soto mo moye fere jaw wulendi ala te baraka lay ro fere jaw to de ntolo ma fo ko UDP la nyanta Gambia marala sinni wala sinna but we are not committing any crime jenamaron ini bara pour ka fo mole ali banko den la fita banko marala le lolu wato am ben problème benen opposition party bi tamit wara ñoo gis lolu problème so meñi yamarole di la bawon ko civic education soto janne gaño hakilo kaño yaya gaño yamari may wante helat ben hel du hel weccu wante helat xamu ndax olof bobu nonu setna su correct Mamad Job mun na ma correct wala aja buga chon on tam ko nan degana olof bu set ak Fat Njaay way xamna ne Bob Touré mom degul olof Senabu tamit jeng suma cousin bi degana olof bu set way xamna ne Bob Touré wa Gunjuri ñom deguñ olof ñom ñu ko mëna lakasa. So saying this will take me nicely ngana mena audio le play la jam ntabe play la but the audio kinyanam membota coalition of progressive Gambians manjele progressive Gambian na muna nanjeleta wolom nalon ke bavla sewu sedili hayna non koten ka be bantaba abe protest agenda push la wala njelendi bawo Dr. Ismaila Cissé mfama bari ndingo iko ika kamfantol kamale nintol ka fo moli fruity ye protest peacefully ha so ni enyi audio fana moy jamba play la e ba fala sewo seri ya datile ko tenkede a hayna na be molu fenke kan bari ntebe na do ko wala nyim platform ton tol be are very responsible. Anything me alonko is unlawful muka kacha jam fam because nyimo UDP pantaba UDP le tobe nyim platform to and UDP mu party ol temi alonko tol man gom dalla for democracy rule of law UDP ntol bil fengo fe me alonko fitinolom ka setano kurukuru ka riot samana ka violence samana banko ka sefu sedli bokut si yeah lo nek dafa jaar ci loi bi constitution e Gambia mo wax ne ku buga gena ñaxtu lolu sa civic right section 25D of the 1997 constitution te amna ne tamit mo nañ ma correct if you don't how use the PS system I don't think need no permit per se, but people can correct me on that. Coalition of Progressive Gambian Bura Diba Moma Yoni Lee audio yi to dina ko play ñu ngi o wa Gambia ñu gene on the 7th of November nationwide protest ñu ne protest bi moy no to tatam baro nañ leen déglu seen PRO bi adi am tani mané ka kawla ay di amo men bondi kamol commandi
the Coalition of Progressive Gambians anim badi Gambian kulu ni banko kanjang anim banko bantula kabe konto itola ani be wato mindo bi dimasyon la October karotil mo al nal badi mala min bojam min ka diam ni ka fo newla the Coalition of Progressive Gambians nata ni somanda dron ka Coalition of Progressive Gambia be commandiro min ka banko nulu commandi banko kanjang anim banko bantala kanim banko yo kon talon anim fanan kaji ko ndolmi mo banko dingolti sembo mun tole tadi ngaska ka karfa molla o sembo min mun tadi ngaska ka karfa molla lafta jila ko ya tamande control sulata nyamin ani satole ala nyamin o kamala min be tarra banko kam be tarra marnen luwal mini ya lonko atantol banko dungol kadala bar fanan atemol sembe tiyan la banko dungol kan mini yo mol ka palaso num fanan de tarra num mararo mi ya lonko luwa buko e tarje moli la media duniye ifansun kunkilin na fal kan ka banko dungol la intersolende karala yindi ya sabu di kwalso progressive gambe banko dungol be kuma la banko kan jang ko on the 7th of November min be ben arantalu fe alnan na kafunyo kan jama na political landi na nyone woni nyoka je fo bondi damal tema ngaaje ko nyin ka fo be kumandiro min ke kan banko dungol on the 7th of November banko be la kula bayri maral kitabo min binete marra go luwal le nyanda taraje ani luwal le be tarra ko mi ya longo sinin sama wala be nete marala wato nin wo luwa buko le be tunkanna walla wo luwa buko le be te marala luwal le nyanda taraje imanya ne fanka dala minna walla mo manya ne te sigla ke kada ka ta bulo firin puro ate sete mardo nyame yimmi ya sabu luwa banku dungol le tamu walla ka dada na be dara banku dungol kan yin ka the gazetted draft of 2024 mi ya lonko nyinka fo ya isudun niko iman songa la sama famma sabu fo falindrol min kata je ni di yal dun je mi warta bak min silanda bije kunum borta minna namba minna luwal min ya busajan ay mol pot ndi bankola fo aya sabu konno falinke in 2016 o luwa kilole murna nan min ka president semmentu yendi ko atise bar no ko kula ala tarawu to kono officer na jita famma nyana lala kan wala luwa bunda je min yenta kidin la badu mo silanda bi je mi warta baake aya tarawu ma sakunda le be lorin sain tan ya dole kidin ni be sorani ya kidi bungol be parani kan purka mol kidin di la barol la kunun barol jammena la ma ko bar badol fonka kumo mele ban silanda bije ko ni wala be sabar la nyimba ko kan jang gamben kulbe murna kunu ne kan be bute la janne be sorona janne molbe yeman na janne molbe banko bula la janne na tara president be samwo sula ka ko ta mandi banko bula kan na jita luwata tamala kan badol aya tara nyimman sakunda min be sirin bi min yo dundi di gasade draft for 2024 kono wole be moli kitindi kan ya moli kitindi be pare kan ke kiti bo lo banko kan jang ani banko e banda ka jammena la mako e bale kitindi mbade wol no public institutional nini ya lonko ita mandirinya ani jumalle jarra to monna ni to mondro ni de kala nyaadi le wo CRC ya sinandi nata ji nyimma sakunda
okay mbade wolo manda audio ni be play la because ni audio be janjani kam forum on konale so just broke a time say about nyato from the lines or so ali message on moile from Lamin Boja mu college progressive Gambia na PRO public relation officer kibaro janjanko elafta be banko dingol kumandikam peaceful protest on November karo tiri woro lo be ben arami so mo fe inshallah adiamda ni suwa kam fana na ngawo fana mo dole fana diamda suwa kam to almo wala mari
good day members of the platform coalition of progressive Gambians. I salute you all. My sincere greetings to all the members of the platform. And I thank everybody for your appetite. Suma mboki Gambia, suma mboki platform B, Coalition of Progressive Gambians. On listen Harit Noah, the secretary of the Coalition of Progressive Gambians. Again, fatally, the Coalition of Progressive Gambians, suñ liggéey ñëpp xam nañ ko. Groupe bi members yi gis nañ seen videos yi gis nañ seen waxtaan yi gis nañ li ngeen a post li ngeen fee sandi yëpp aw na yoon lépp jëmale ko ci lan li ñu naxare ci réew mi liñ bëggut a gis ci réew mi te liñ bëgg a gis ci réew mi ndaxte liñ fi post videos yi bari na liñ fi wax bari na liñ fi liwatoo bari na léegi waxtu jot na ñu jóg jëfee ko ndaxte jëf jël waxum neen ngelawi kese waxum neen ngelawi kese li ko digal mooy ñu jóg wane liñ wax dafa ne ci ñun te dañ ko dunda te niñ ko wanee mooy on the 7th of November leen jóg ñun ñëpp ànd ndoor jooy li fi métti jooy li ñu métti ndaxte toog di ko wax ci groupe bi mu em ci groupe bi ñu bari yéeguñ ko ñu bari xamuñ ko dañ leen ñu jóg te gis ne on the 7th of November mooy juróom-ñaari fan ci weeru novembre ci waxtu yi fukki waxtu ak genn wàll ci suba ba ñetti waxtu bëgg na ñëw génn doxum ñaxtu diga la amaguñ pamit ci police yi suñu amee pamit dinañ use PA system mooy li tax ñëpp dégg ñu waaye su nekkee ne amuñ pamit tamit loi may nañu doole ñu génn waaye nag dañu génnin boo xam ne duñ ci sonal kenn duñ ci yàq dara te duñ ci aaye kenn mu doxum soxlaam ci jàmm dal ak tey ndaxte loolu loi may nañu ko doole ndaxte gis nañ ñoo xam ne borom gënte yi duñ jël pamit dañoo jël yoon borom dëj yi suñoo yow seen dëj seen niw dañoo jël yoon duñ jël pamit lu bari fee xaw borom zimba yi borom kankurang yi dañoo génn jël tali bi duñ jël pamit te bàyyee nañ leen waaye li dem bi lëmbee réew mi loo xam ne li soxla réew mi la soxla nit ñi la ñu ngi génn ñu ne foog ñu ut pamit suñu amutee pamit kenn warut a génn loolu nag du dégg du yoon dégg la loi may ñu use PA system waaye loi may nañu doole pour ñu génn ndaxte ku génn wane sa laxar am nga right loolu sa right la pour nga génn wane sa laxar loolu moom loi may nañu ndaxte mu ngi si constitution bi léena rek public order act bi ne sooy génn di use PA system di occupy tali di jël foo xam ne yaa ngi gàllankooral ñoo xam ne ñu war a dem doxe seen soxla war ngaa jël pamit waaye su nekkee ne teguloo benn gàllankoor ci nit use loo PA system foog naa suñ war la suñ yelleef la ñu war a génn léegi wax ji doy na wax ji nag li ko dégal mooy ñu jóg wone ko te ni ko mën a wonee mooy ñu génn nguur gi xam ne digga ci li ñoo doxee suñ constitution bi neexuñu li ñoo doxalee réew mi neexuñu ndaxte toog di ko wax doyut te taxul soppee ko am ñun ñëpp gis nañ ko ñu ngi toog di wax depuis kañ depuis 2017 bi 2018 ñu 20 ñu ngi wax dara nekkul di dox léegi wax ji dafa doy dañ leen ñu génn taxaw wone suñ buga wone ne ñun lu ñoo gis neexuñu te dañ bëgg a soppeeku niñ ko mën a defee nag ñu toog ci plateforme bi rek di wax waaye ñu génn ñëpp gis ñu xam ne digga àdduna ñëpp gis ne digga li xew Gambie neexul Gambie ni nañ leen jóg taxaw céngu xam ne digga bi suñ diggal su baaxee si ñun la su bonee si ñun la doo ko mën a joxoñee baaraam beneen ci loo xam ne yow defaloo ci dara nañ leen jóg taxaw jël suñ axa ak yelef moomale ko suñ bopp ndaxte ñun ñooy fay naamoo bi ñun ñoo tax ña fa nekk fa jërë ngeen jëf.
Okay, thank you. Mooy kaddu bu jógee si Coalition Progress the Gambians yi mbokk yi na ngeen déglu UDP Online Bantaba current affairs show on TikTok UDP Bantaba's TikTok page on Facebook and YouTube kontaan naa si seen déglu bi maa ngi gërëm waa groupe bi tamit ñoom tamit ñu ngi def seen taxawaay dëkk bi ku nekk keneen ki dafa jàpp fii and let's not discredit them yes guys yi defoon nañ fi promise ne dinañ protest after Supreme Islamic Council involved yi waaw su fekkee ne caw boobu la ñu jox groupe bi kon we will just be the same as those who are saying a lawyer Dabo you waxoon fii ne Barrow is our Barrow or whatever. Sometimes people suñ defee dara we cannot just go on beating that drum. nañ leen support group bi they are taking a different route ñoom tamit is a diverse group te ñoom tamit dañ dee engage government bi and what they are doing is within the law am nañu raay ñu wax Gambien ñu génn so léegi problème bi mooy suñ ne Gambien si ñu génn ñu protest people sit down at home xam nga doo mën a blame group bi Gambien nag based on man suma own experience si diaspora bi fii so waxee Gambien su génn protest moom loolu problème la xam naa ne wax bi def dee naxari ñeneen ñi waaye Sefu Sedili dina ko fi wax ba waxati ko we want to get things easy route Gambian bu nekk bëgg na change in Gambia majority astafurlah su ma ne Gambian bu nekk ñu nekk NPP ñoom bëgguñ change waaye majority of us want change majority of us in the opposition want change because dëkk bi lu moo doxee nii the country is in a complete mess. The only people ñoo xam ne nanguñ ñooy ministres yi ak borom dombo tànka yi ñoo xam ne ñu ngi lekk from the national cake te kuy lekk si national cake yoo xam sa family yéen doo leen bugg a change am. That's loolu moom is perfectly understandable. loolu tax tey Ismaila Ceesay ak wax yi mu wax nii tey mu ngi lekk si national cake bi tey soo ko waxee ne Barrow génn fa sax def laa mbécc waaye barki démba nekku fa mu ngi ñaxtu loolu tax mu dem form CA Citizens Alliance muy def press conference mu du jee PowerPoint presentation di expose the corruption in the government waaye tey soo ko waxee ne government dafa corrupt moom moo génn fi mu ne corruption nekko si government doomi adama ku am ñaari laameñ nag xam nga yow ma façon nit nga ñaari laameñ si benn nguur gi dafa mel ni man Seeku Seyd li génn fii ma ne nguuri APRC dafa bon after ma ne APRC ñooy waaj man ban façon nit laay nekk yàlla su borom ma musal ma nekk façon nit boobu waaye borom ñaari laameñ yi dañ bari si dëkk bi ñoom ñooy xasuñu politics and they hide behind something loo xam ne Gambia rek laa ko dee dégga man politics la politics amut permanent enemies koo dégga muy wax rek yëfi saasaay la dama ko dee dégga fi Angleterre de man fii dégguma fii ne waaw politics tey mun naa nekk conservative ëllëg ma nekk Lib Dem gannaaw ëllëg ma nekk tubaab bi amuñ jot boobu waaye ñi ñankonkoro maaña chameleonol political chameleons Gambia la fees tep xaw ma naka la gaay di ko mënee man de mënuma ko yow nga ne nguur gi weex na ñuul na démba te nga ne nguur gi weex na moom façon nit nga nekka it is different nga nekka si nguur gi and you want to give the government ñun yëpp nguur gi so at one point we supported this government and that's where people conflate the issues nguur boo xam ne ñun ñoo ko elect indi ko yow kooku su ñëwee within 3 months mënuloo dal si kaw nguur boobu noonu coalition bi Gambians yi ñun ñoo elect nguur bi so we got to give the government space waaye buñ demee ba xool kii du waaj am nañ droit ñu génn si nguur gi waaye ñeneen ñi dañoo wax ne waa UDP ñoom seen soxla mooy def Alhaji Ousainou Darboe président ku defut agenda bu yow da nga bon déedéet Seeku Seyd li dina ko wax way waxati ko because nte seedoo be duniya jana de UDP Bantambala video li bi jële I started criticizing Barrow when Alhaji Ousainou Darboe was vice president. Go and check the archives. I didn't wait for him to sack Alhaji Ousainou Darboe to sack because Adama Lota Dame State House wolung a ko UDP mo number 1 leti UDP lo number 2 wala Alhaji Ousainou Darboe number 3 Mariama Dentini former speaker ako UDP ngola lafita munela atele nyanta kala UDP la flabera wolun ntengan fango jindi Barrow la boso kono and wotuma Alhaji Ousainou Darboe mu vice president because ngoni aman serious who Barrow lon jumati pour kan tol forcer UDP ka fa atele nyanta kala la flabera you are not democratic. Go through the appropriate channel and apply. The UDP call it a flabber. The more you are on democratic terrain in internet d'accord. But the coalition of progressive Gambians, ngadi amodol maha you man serious. Yalon tol Gambia pour ka mako ifa kolayatale. Ni mo mistake kilingoke. Nkala fika amari busa wo yarol laka. Wala mo muntol fanan na problem leti. Yes, yeah, for Janeko Funtila, Supreme Islamic Council a blow tormo and they gave up. We are all disappointed. But should I use that on them? No, you don't just chance. And you will see on the 7th how many people will come out. But even if 30 or 40 people left Fundita, at least they would make a statement. And now the ball is in the court of Gambian people to see whether they will support this group. Because they are calling for protest against this draft constitution, the Barrow constitution, which is utter nonsense. And yabatela sa, mole la constitution omendada, CRC a consultation okay, ye Gambian consult melbe suokono from all different fabrics of the society, almamolu, businessmenolu, karamto dindingolu, bar association, civil servantsolu, security personnel, in other diaspora jedintol kachata. Your constitution kendoke under the leadership of Justice Cherno Jallo, QC. Je, wolio doku kendoke, yenao constitution of present to Mansakona, Adama Barrow Nala Molu, ani Ahmed Jite Wolu, itafauta, your constitution on nyombo ya fa mbali dokono. For Ahmed Jite Fanka for manke problem, 116 million. Because what more women interest just because of Barola the retroactive clause Barola term. I deputy CEO I manipulate it at a constitutional amanta even second reading. Wala keda Gambia. So ninyo no funde da bi ko sa nyim constitutional Baroya funde be funde la nga nyahto ngam tol Gambia non nyante support lalde. But coalition project Gambia wolman serious coalition project Gambia mo kona wol fengere ninko moye mise kilonke mba police la woton to la banko to dem fen because fi kuna kadi jum ite membe o fokam fo ite na mana mistake i mistake tale ndese wo setele de mistake tale because ndenga na mistake killing of jang na colleague Aissatou Ba be TikTok be kon na Scotland borom Scotland ni nala ñing anonymous donation ay mendi député wala 2016 femman nimisa ni politiko ko non tesi wusedili yo support le anu manyana support la wala nan tenga bolo sero ke wala biko wo problem o be starta or kalabante avo be starta wala but what mon dol fana wo mbafala baro is our baro we become oblivious to reality. I was a mistake. So being se wo se linde ko mistake o men ke aninto mo dolo fo mo ko ha se wo se lete le nikajan se professor ale nga nyo bula mbo jam mo bele mistake ta Gambia bele fo mistake ta fam because UDP da mama baro sindi yalong UDP wo kan dolo anything you sani mbale bi su UDP su nehe ñu ne deka bi ñun ñoko ci li mo de jaxal su mbiri Gambia bu change amé sedo palasi ñu ne waa UDP yéen kenn warata nekk si nguur gi kenn bi ñun ñëpp ko def waaye bu yaaxu am gars yi rocce ko nag ñu ne léegi UDP ñoo tax coalition bi tas foo leen ko wér bar hadama di yaafu mo be wala ñaama nin tiñaaro keta e ga fole atolle ya tiñaade bari nin de daaro kete ka fon tolu beele ngaake ñun ñëpp ko def waa change bi kay ana UDP ñoom ñoo génne baro yaa jame fo ñun ñoo ko def wax yi lañ dee dégga de waaye yéen UDP yéen a ñu jox baro every day man ko dégga si TikTok le waaye ndax dégga la ñun ñoo indi baro yéen keena yéen a wax fii ne UDP rek amul doole pour mu génne nguur Gambia UDP rek mënut a génne Yaya Jammeh fa so why are you conveniently saying na ñun ñoo jox baro so we did it collectively Honorable Halifa Sallah Bokanasi, because he was a spokesperson of the coalition. Honorable Sidia Jata Bokanasi, Dr. Aissatou Touré Rabi Sindi Helman. Uremoni Ami Bojan Siso Hofana Bela Kafokono. NRP, PPP. It was a coalition. Yes, we were the biggest stakeholder. Why minute the ñun rek ñoo jël why tay wax may dégga ci TikTok bi le why UDP sa ñu jox baro because fu mu nekk ni affaire bi neexut Barrow has failed Gambian people su fekkee ne Barrow was successful like everything is going fine development mu ngi am comme Jomai Faye ak Prime Minister Sonko President Jomai Faye haral ma respect ñooñu because ñooñu dina leen respect dina leen jox seen title Prime Minister Sonko dina ko jox respect because kuku liggéey kat la kuku dafa bëgg réewam President Jomai Faye dina ko respect because dafa bëgg réewam waaye president me alonko ite mantra dogo wala nte shehu sedidi ila o respect ko mfana mba ntadi la because respect manke froseti ase diantele ngi respect ate diala andu manke loi tinyati I don't owe any president kay respect bari ni mu doku lati imu president woto manke president shehu sedidi be bunyal wala na always nga for President Jomai Faye because anata do kola and ite Jomai Faye President Jomai Faye jala ka fonte Jomai Faye do kola ye momo jaka title da fongola amari manke am o title ama deserve title ke batle mo le adila manasi lo jana kati mo manasi do kola leti ngamra te nyanti batle fo gambino li afo ko manasi President Jomai Faye wona si la Senegal afo wax len liggéey kat President Jomai Faye duko wax because he's humble, he's down to earth. Mom wa Senegal ñoy wax ne dafa liggéey Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko ina momo kafo ndedo kula e kala fika self title di fongola self validation képp ko xamne mom atela silo mu def self validation kakare la mari la bakede ndese wu sedili ndelo la janga fonte sewu sedili ntelom debu doku kendo la Gambia muna nante bo fola ni senabo ya fo Hadijatu Boylo Ba wala njena ba mas wala Bob Touré is wala fo nice bari ndema nyala lola janga fa ndebe doku kendo la Gambia jumale ka woke jumale ka fonte Gambia doku la bari nga ñi moy manasi la jan ale hay konto mo manasi lati ndomanke manasi ntenmu doku la lati adama doku la self validation e kaja momola ala diamo kono wari ka momo je nabe diamo la ka platform fola back nte kana la mari la de hanide kana la mari la de momo nabe diamo la han tek ntela nyinke ntelon karti memma def li tous na dara hadama di ngoni tebe doku wala molle kala doku bari Gambia fi lañ tollu subahe deka bi ñun ñepp ko def. You guys need to be consistent, man. Wa coalition bi dem na coalition bi anu Adama Barrow ñu coalition muta a be dundi ñokono ay molu ko mo takindi ñola way legi yeb blame bi yeb ñu ne UDP ñu ñoy ha coalition bi bay leen wax bobu nonu lolu duñu yobu fen yahuna deka bi mënuta dem ku nekk def nga contribution. And again, Alhaji Ousainou Darboe point buñ ko blame ni ne mom mo wax Barrow ku bëgga gëné Barrow fi 5 years na la bu court waye lolu nefa neex Barrow tamit di su Barrow taxaw mu na Alhaji Ousainou Darboe okay dégg na sa wax bi waye man ma agree ak gaay 3 years man 3 years na dem Alhaji Ousainou Darboe mënu ta stop Barrow nañu waxante dégg wo ko di hata Barrow le na man dia Barrow je imagine bring Alhaji Ousainou Darboe lafita pour Barrow na etay comme procession ni fla biara fo vraiment man amay bayala cabinet so wapi ken fita wa UDP ñom ñoy mbalit bi ndolom suntu ko ngoti UDP moy mbaliti Gambia tay si social media si yenen platform si man loolu la gisee any negativity bobu mo UDP la waaye positivity déedéet ñun Gambian yi laaj yéen nag foo leen ko wér waaw lii baax na déedéet ñun Gambian yëpp a ko def loolu nga dee dégg seen wax yi de Seeku Sédili dinaa nekk fi di daaji seen wax yi ay benn because dama leen dee déglu bu baax a baax su affaire bi baaxee déedéet ñun Gambian yi ko de ntolle nga jàmme bondi bu gaa fa UDP le jàmme bondi de doole musa dégg ñu ne waa UDP ñoo tax jàmme génn fa doole dégg ñu wax loolu waaye UDP moo tax coalition bi yaaxu what sort of people are you? What sort of people are you? So Lolo, I throw these things out here and I want to get reaction so that we can shape up the discussion on our social space. We have to be honest in our deliberations. Man say who said it, I have said time and time again, UDP cannot stay among definite wrongs and the coalition. Because if anybody says that, you've been dishonest. And self-assessment is the best method of delivering. Nitki Gambian, one biggest problem that we have, and this is a general attitude within us. And if I say general, obviously I'm not referring to everybody. But a Gambian jama jama buka sonka fon enquête. Gambian jama jama buka la fika responsibility ta fon la mistake ola. Gambian jama jama wolom aka bulolo chodi mo dola conveniently. But purate fongo scrutinize. Konte, I went wrong here. I could have done better here. Gambian jamaba mo jikosoto. We have a problem. Gambia, we need to do somber reflection. And the problem on na dissect. Momo i mistake the damning. Yes, sonjela. Wala tinambi awansela. But bininde ko keba sabali ten, keba sabali manjinke sehu se linte fondu. Fonte boka mistake. Fonte nde man kulka jamme manjana kala. Te kepa ko hamne every domi Gambian. That's how we should do this self-assessment. Then you muna jangasi. Le moy febari Gambia. It is when it is all honky-dory, or it is us. Why ñun ñoko def de. Why su demee be yaaxu nag affaire bi yëpp mess up. ñu ne déedéet ñale la ñi ñoo ko yaaxa suñu discussions yi li la dee def ma ne yéena yaaxali loolu te all the time dañu am xuloo even platforms yi we cannot meticulously and in a coherent manner have debates where it will be devoid of personal ping pong. Most of these debates that we have, it end up all no nit yi dañoo xuloo ku nekk yow yaay di messiah keneen ki is the bad apple. Nit ki danga xool sa boppa nga seet ne nan dama juum fii then ku nekk soo xool sa boppa then we have a convergence point. You daje. Then we try to solve our problems. But the average Gambian defa intolerant to criticism. Gambian so buga jubu ak mom mo everyday nga wax lu baax ci mom lolo tax suñu dëkk bi mu ngi am chameleon si lolo tax suñu président yi du ñoo buga kenn wax leen negativity because luñ dee buga mooy ku nekk ne Adama Barrow yooyu ay waaji lolo tax Yaya Jammeh jox nañ ko title bu nekk fii Babili Mansa Nasiruddin Malong ñaadi Yaya Jammeh la title lol fon se si jana nga be kontinta banna Cheikh professor bari man Barrow fananje istate ka jayi the most peaceful president peace award Kaira Mansa Barrow teng. And it's not only them, even in interpersonal intrapersonal relationships, we have this problem. Ini mose da kumu. Yekuma kendo fai. Ato lebeka la teroti. Yo yai waji. Wai best boko wahe diga. Mane sa wai de legi def ma topa. Akamba indile. Sehu se dilile sa akamba indile. Sisla jarama de. Ha jinde malon na ko dal. Say na ko mbuka understand. Sehu se dilio. Akatura blalante normale. Akam kenketene. Akakene. Bari sehu se dili. Keta modoti. Yalong. Pour katara nying category kono is very convenient. Nza nole ngana nge falekulu tento. Manding kolka fo falekulu tento. Publicly nga fo yo ay waji. Ninta da do nga fo ki hamut bopam. Ki defa fo ne mom moy lepp. Man se li bokku ma si yoy. So Gambian dollar problem we need attitudinal changes. Wala na wala ndundi nyi masibo kono me yalon ko IEC dunda kono bi. IEC la chairman on te Sehu Sedili nga kuma jamale moy de barinte boka la fika dumulu kamul accused falsely. It's not my style. Hani amanke na style oti. Alaji Mamon Njai, he needs to put his act together and fix this mess and then tender his resignation. Writing to Adama Barrow, Nata Tonya Momo Binda letter is not the solution. He needs to recuse himself from that position and go and clear his name and that of that institution for his own legacy. Li su fekkee ne western world la tubaab la wala nit ku ñuul la nekk fii resign na bés bu scandal bi génna waaye Gambian pour resign ak dee la ko emale ali nga tooñaa fo nag nañ la waxante dëgga ali nga tooñaa fo nga ta laa tooñaa taba atolo membe TikTok nal malla fa la live you stop ala fele image be live fenke kanteng ali nga taka screen or tab because non te ka ika live nyin ika kotele so nte tarlano analysis la ngafo be live fana normala atolo membe TikTok because atolo lafta ka TikTok ke non te I will just stick to Facebook and YouTube because nte tarla platform to fana Ali live nyin share ali live nyin tab because they always come up with this thing they want to stop the live they just put that thing out there. I had to do this verification for the live to continue. Okay, tab, I'll screen tab. No, it will stop. Alaji Momor Njai nyanta resign nale. Alaji Momor Njai defo resign. What a resign. Anyanta resign nale. Ala position is untenable. This is the audit report. Damning report. Allegations of what? Bribery. Millions into the private accounts of returning officers. Money is not properly accounted for. Yo, after letter be sufficient degala because I don't know. It's a leak letter. Lee is embarrassing. The what barone, the forward stop investigation. Lee is dangerous or whatever. Because the section bohamne, Musi letter be. Let me read it. You know, Alaji Momor Njai, Momu Binda letter bobu nonu. Okay. Haralma binda harama check letter bi. Alaji Momor Njai ak IEC. Iko Open Gambia Lenyin Save, chairman of the IEC. Maringara Open Gambia la page auto because maybe Mari la no wallet. Iko for report of interference with the work of the Independent Electoral Commission. I need letter address Adama Barolea, State House Banjul. I write to bring to your attention recent moves by the National Audit Office and the Gambia Police Force, which is seriously affecting the work of the Independent Electoral Commission. Members of staff of the IEC were recently summoned twice to appear at the fraud squad of the Gambia Police Force, police headquarters in Banjul on the basis of a phone call, seemingly in respect of a special audit exercise undertaken by the National Audit Office at the Independent Electoral Commission. As chairman, I led the delegation to the police headquarters. There, the whole deliberation centered on the audit report or queries emanating from that report. Again, on Tuesday, the 1st of October 2024, two officers from the said police fraud squad visited the office of the Independent Electoral Commission. Their mission is to take statements and obtain some documents from the IEC. In effect, it appears that the police intends to embark on a criminal investigation of the activities of the Independent Electoral Commission. All of the above actions amount to interference with the work of the Independent Electoral Commission. Section 43, subsection 3 of the 1997 Constitution. The issues raised in the encounter with the police relate to the exercise of the function of the Independent Electoral Commission as provided in Section 43, subsection 1 of the Gambian Constitution, 1997, especially in respect of expenses made in the conduct of elections in the Gambia. With regard to the way and manner the Commission should deal with its audit, the Constitution is very clear on the subjects, subsection 44 of the 1997 Constitution. It's a lengthy letter, so I'm not going to bore you guys to read everything. It's on social space, but I'm just going to focus on key headlines here. While it is acknowledged that the Auditor General is empowered under the Constitution to carry out a special audit of any public body, the report of such an exercise shall be presented to the Finance and Public Accounts Committee of the National Assembly. I aladiamo fon jangolo nyinti. Your Excellency, I wish to inform Your Excellency that if action is not taken to curb interference with the performance of the functions of the Independent Electoral Commission, it will seriously undermine the ability of the electoral body to conduct public elections in the Gambia. His Excellency, without credible elections, no one can assure democracy, freedom, peace, and security in the country. Your Excellency, it is therefore in the public interest and in the interest of national security that the National Audit Office and the Gambia Police Force are restrained in their actions towards the IEC. Immediately, they should follow the due process and the Constitution. Otherwise, it could jeopardize the peace and tranquility of the people of the Gambia. Your support means the world to us. Now he's asking for support from Adama Barrow. If you are clean, why are you asking for Adama Barrow to interfere? Please follow our page. This is Open Gambia. Suleiman Bensuare Lenyi leak information share on social media. Te wololo moy waxtaan bi. Man ak suma waaji sama bu ndaw ñu ngi werante ci lolu xam nga mom. Lu nekk mu dugga ci mu wax waxam man tamit maa ngi wax suma wax. But people think that Barrow don't have a hand in this. I doubt that. How can the Gambia Police Force start a major investigation like this without Adama Barrow's support? I'm not that gullible. Because Banjul Development Project got $40 million, almost $40 million. We didn't have a special audit report on that. We don't have police investigation. COVID-19 funds, millions of dollars is squandered. Ministry of Health. Why no special audit report? Why no police investigation? Why IEC? I'm not losing lendem nak. Why ken mo wax lalla. So Alhaji Momar Njie su fekkene yow ya bindal letter bi li daf la gëna dugal because yow da nga wara in fact advocate for the police to do their work. Yow nga settle sa bop. Why immediately ya nge bindal letter su fekkene letter bi ya ko binda because olul ma ñu ne leak letter la. Su fekkene letter bi tamit yow binduloo ko, I expect the IEC to come out with a statement and say that this letter they didn't come from IEC. Wax bi warta yaga. IEC should make a press statement or press conference. They want a letter bu circulate sur social media bi jogo su ñun. Was silence of the IEC would mean that degala letter bi fofu la joge. So we hope by tomorrow we will see a statement from the IEC. Why su fekkene IEC ñoo bind letter bi li dafa gëna tie hell. Ñing abe molu sondamo gëna jaxasala IEC la karola ko IEC nekkuñ ci dega. Because yow su fekkene yow da nga nekk ci dega ite be toñale kan. Muna nebe Adam Barrow Danila Kafoko, this is not good for the peace and security of the Gambia, blah, blah, blah. IEC man investigate la. IEC is a public institution. Te ñun yaga na ñoo wax ne IEC problème mo fa nek. Way time bobu nonu ñu ne ñun dañoo politique. To ñale ka labande. Nka fo platform auto janne dega mo de mujje. Fen def de am doole. Kan moy xelaat ne tay the 23rd of October 2024 dinañ fi aga be IEC turam bi dana dugga ci affaire allegations of corruption be reportedly Alhaji Momar Njie dina binda Adama Barrow di ko ñaan ni bul waxal police ñu stop li ken xelaatut ko on in 2021 ñun buñ doon wax fi ne IEC dafa am problème ga ñu ne bay ñu IEC the same IEC mo conduct on election fi Yaya Jammeh gëna fi so IEC dafa jub Alhaji Momar Njie respect nako suñu kilifa la why he's in a public institution man suma boppa amna interview ak mom Freedom Radio mo fa nek UDP online bantaba mi sa invite nako UDP Generation Talk Show mono na decline invitation bi ne li UDP platform la way buma ko invite ñew na té lolu appreciate nako waaye dañ aga ci stage bo xamné IEC's name is in disrepute. The credibility of IEC is seriously under threat, if not gone already. It's time for the leaders of the IEC to come out and speak to the Gambian people. Wala ñu bàyyi police yi ñu def credible investigation ñu wax Gambian yi lu xew millions yi kan moo jox millions yi that the auditors are referring to. Returning officers yi ñan ñoo leen jox xaalis bi. Gambians yi dañ bëgg a am because Barrow mu ne moom bëggul lu lendem. But again, why now? Lu tax léegi. There are a lot of question marks around this. Lu tax investigation bi commencé léegi. People are putting a lot of permutations. Barrow xëy na dafa bëgg a daax IEC chairman bi. While that I'm not convinced. Dina leen wax lu tax. Because Barrow doesn't even need to do this to remove the IEC chairman bi. Constitution bi moom la ko jox doole tey mun naa génne Alhaji Momar Njie. He doesn't have to do the special investigation. Te Constitution in Gambia tey Barrow mun naa génne tey rek, and in fact they renewed his contract. They could have refused to renew his contract. So I don't think that makes sense to me. Ka fogo Barrow lafta IEC la chairman la falina wala na ñi sama nang wax bobu nonu man anduma si. There is more to this. Homaluta nta follow no mune ba komade. I don't want to speculate. But there is something behind this. Why now? The policy lañ am sañ-sañ. And again, Alhaji mom police all Sidi Mokhtar Touré ni Adama Barrow be sutiare ñola ñam abitam nom. You think this guy is going to... The Gambia Police Force are not independent, for cry out loud. If you guys think that Gambia Police Force are independent, you're just fooling yourselves. The police in the West here, ñooñu then independent. ñooñu they don't wait to hear from orders from the president or prime minister's office to do what they should do. That's why su prime minister bi sa def loo xam ne dafa jaaduwut dañoo am sañ-sañ ñu dugga fa def lu ñu war a def. Europe fii police yi dañu am independence waaye Africa police yi amuñ independence, particularly dëkk bu mel ni Gambia. Sidi Mokhtar Touré sañut mu ne dafa investigate IEC amul the blessing of Adama Barrow. Adama Barrow xam na ko correct support na ko waaye lu tax mu ngi ko support waaye xam nga lu tax ma ne la dëgg moo dee mujjee bés bi Alhaji Momar Njie ak Adama Barrow di xogante manasi ya mutai natalo kijang ikantolu UDP ngolu ikantolu nyawali on December 5th wotu mo malon ko meftala jande way tay mu ne chobi ne kur digante police IEC Barrow mom is a fictional character ken hamut si ban side la nek because there are a lot of corruption scandals in that country. Why are those not being investigated? Why Alhaji Momar Njie tamit lu mala ñaan later bi su fekkee ne yow yaa ko binda daf la gën a dugal de mu dugal IEC de dafa mel ni IEC is trying to hide something te mbootaay IEC lañu war a tas you start from the scratch. I wish we could be in a situation where the National Assembly will be given the powers to establish the Independent Electoral Commission without the interference of State House. If we want credible elections in that country, unfortunately, under the existing constitution, Adama Barrow mo am dole mo appoint IEC chairman. Kuko neex na mu na ko fa appoint su ko meet the criteria bi. Why di wax ne dafa bëgg a Alhaji Momar Njie loolu tam indi wax boobu noonu aussi make sense because am na doole pour daxa ko tey sax. He doesn't have to even investigate. Constitution bi moom la ko jox doole dafa mel ni ministre si Adama moo leen di appoint. He doesn't need to give reason. Te mën naa gën a mu daxa vice president bi. He doesn't need to give reason to us. The same thing with IEC chairman mën na ko fa génne asa bondi noole. So maybe there's a storm in this cup. We don't know. Maybe kulebe nyikoma. Maybe there's something behind it. But we will find out. But allow the due process to go. If at all there will be serious investigation. And there will be a transparent investigation. If criminal charges needs to be filed, let them be filed. Because the fund is annoying. You returning officers and Alhaji Momar Njie is a returning officer. He's the chief returning officer. So if the audit report is saying millions and Alhaji Momar Njie Yaya Jammeh accused Nokofi on scouts, and allegedly dama daan dégg sax am na ñoo xam ne allegedly this is allegation man awma proof even though I'm privy to some information I'm not gonna share that here am na ñu bribe am visa yi dugg si Europe bi America through the scouts yes I'm not gonna mention names dama tudda kenn because time boobu noonu gars yi dañu am the scout thing in mission so am na ñoo xam ne dañ dee dugal seen passeport yi fo allegedly witness nu ma ko ñu ne dañ dee fay for that loolu xew na ñu bari dugg na America dugg na Europe mainly in the United States ñu bari loolu lañ amee seen yoon te gis nga Gambia day of judgment lu bari dina leer so Yaya Jammeh accuse na ko fii ñun ñu ñaawloo ko because xam nañu affaire Yaya Jammeh léegi falsely mu accuse la def this bogus charges on you man mbiri Yaya Jammeh du ma dee d'accord ak moom si loolu because when it comes to jaay doole kenn daaxut ko even though doomi réew du d'accord ak man si loolu di jaay nit yi doole rek waaye affaire yi IEC bi dafa war a leer so this has been ñun ntolu opposition olu we should all come together and demand for dissolution of the IEC in its format because this IEC should not conduct because IEC bi kenn no war a óolu di dafa tax sa élection yi Gambia kan moo ko war a óolu from 2021 ba léegi referee bi su setut how can we have trust in the results all the elections la waxuma only presidential election dafa question the credibility of all the elections Africa man mbiri Africa def ma jaaxal surtout la ñim banku ndingo nga fo janne ni nga fo abuka dia dole bari mba folale Gambia moman no salola moman no asalola moman no kan fon tiri banko kan moman no alquran fola moman tol no ala to fola moman no aftan dungola jumo ngata sali bari Gambia tol by and large majority fon daji ko ni musulman ya daji lolu moy wax bi mo jama ke fonke musulman ti Gambia wol jikol mambete ya Gambia no mo demata yesal yomote sali wolo musulman yati ni maka sita ngata maka ite be kuriya kala behind the scene se ho sedi li meje ba ala ya jele ko be kuriya le keka ye tasaba yo muta ye kumo mini kunini la ye fanke ala la mo bati be alqur'ano karanna wo meka musulman ti de daji ko wala ka moka musulman wala ko Islam is a way of life kuriya membe Gambia banko ka sila nya warata tapala ya membe banko ka sila nya warata and people are doing it with impunity they don't care all the institutions virtually all the institutions tapala ya beje njuj njaaj beje IEC le ta fundira but before IEC for Ministry of Health tamon fundi permanent secretary me ala bita kiti ola saying jaite global fund men di Gambia pour itolio le ka kawru sadati kawru ngola limbalal just kuma kan londoro ka talanyo tema ka kule tala ye drive hole tadila ye message allegedly auxiliary staff ye dol tadila kodo me alon ko nafulo tubaboli ye balafa soto ni security mole kodi jama dilela ye moto dila eteni la mol afele wobe kitiola kitio mo bam volode nangatara global fund ma mansa kunda tongo dete fo sidi keta tatanto la kodo taka global fund jola den go kodo fana be disappear la wala nyama comme sana Okay, ala baraka bake. So nga broadcast restore on Facebook and YouTube. So mbemem fo kan jam. Kalabante yabe dulal beto. Bari ntolo moman no misil me ala cool thing. Me waramba bal dunna. Me fankela mo kendolti. Wala na lakire ko ni mem folo wulata wala da fiat. Corruption be farim banko kan tep. Ngo fonyo mem fo mol ka fege ngaba o fonyo fo corruptale. Gambia fonyo fo mol ke ni jime ngaba o fo corruptale. Corruption institutionalized banko kan. Free flow. IEC la nying ma nyame beje ayente sila baki. Anyanta mo be sila lale. And IEC, you need to come out and clear yourselves about this leak letter. Because actually not a letter about IEC le. I'm finished, I'm done and dusted with IEC. Abadan in this current format. And Alaji Mamar Njai, they know what to step down. Yes, you need to step down. You need to. Whether you will step down or not, I don't know. But you need to step down. Your position is clearly untenable. Why Gambia la man buma tiye won Bakary Badji di sàcca suñu padiem amna ñu nekk diaspora fii sax ñu ne waruta resign te man laajte suma boppa fii réewi tubaab ban ministre mooy nga fay illegally fay sa jabar padiem nga toog si sa place bi because we said the balo wa Gambia la comme Momodou Tangara ko ñaari ako some things are not acceptable in the West but they're acceptable in Gambia so it's okay ministre moo wax lii de te ministre bobu tay mom mo bëgg nek Commonwealth Secretary Momodou Tangara my brother ako you know what when that scandal happened in the US you know it's just in America you know it's okay but fi mom du problem because we don't have morality ntol man standard soto ntolo kalabante yani ko be se keno na banko kam but tubab nun da kala jang but Gambia we can do it right now as we are speaking. Immigration department cannot issue passports. Gambia. Passport all look issue. Ikwela masin kilina bije woni wo candidate ikeba le fa. Masigo nying. Na candidate ke bala somaya. Jana be printing kala pateng. Albo ni gamel be immigration. Na kibaro soto in regards to Fatuba Barrow, allegedly a bodyguard, but no kibaro bolala jele for what it all. Make information on your enquete canne. Because Mokalafika kibaro di jamialanko is false. Malafika platform like credibility put on the limelight. Ma konyi investigate can de kelede. So immigration department right passport of print. Molbe jan tubabudu they desperately need Gambian passports. The application all dundi. But this is the department menga million all spend kamoto kutul sang. Gambia government moto kuta kutul sang momeno lese moto sang $12 million isla. But ila basic things all pruka banku dingolula ni sol ba ñom sen yon neko fa. But c'est kuli jama boni yeta moto kutul sang. Anu ñi moto kuto ku mantara ko ma wolon ka sasa borol bulandi je kata jagar Senegal. Gambian one they are so obsessed with this new flamboyant cars. Ha. Wala na department itara ila budget line moto kuto lesan. But meli alon ko do meli nyanta kala banku dingol na faramati. X-ray machine wolo ni tata Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital. Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital right now iko jiobu ka soto je for Red Cross like a jiol samba jeba. Basic things all aman soto. But ye minister je they are all driving Prado, motor expensive ringolo. Permanent secretary Prado, ila minister nila musolo, motor expensive ringolo ke samba. Ete fola kodola ka motolu sande. Bar banku dingol la sohla fontol fonante fon jela bang. Fo fatien sabale fon nyanta campaign la le say bang. Fo se husel le nyanta campaign la le. Dede. waaye konnante yàlla be Gambia man duma am waaye keneen tam du am dafa mel ni Sénégal suñ toogee ñu ne waaw Jomaay Fay moom man bëgguma mu nekk président de kan Macky Sall would have continued benn nit moo mun a nekk président waaye Gambia suñu situation dafa doy waar de suñu situation dafa doy waar de te ñun dañu war a bàyyi suñ xel fii la ñëw tëj suma analysis bi den ma ubbi line si bi ko waxtaan bi ñu ne pa ko bokka bi ko Gambia fu mu nekk nii mbir mi dafa jaxaso Adama Barrow nekk am na information nag ñu ne Barrow mu ne dafa win 2026 xaw ma si fan la ko wér xaw ma lan la yaakaar waaye Barrow mu ne victory bu moo am 2026 mi 2021 lu ndaw la ali la mooy de iko Barrow ko ne ye kibaro fonde ni fan yàlla wala fo de ntema fo de yàlla ntemantra Gambia inde se useli ka kibaro dina ñamen ka broadcast wala ñam iko manasi ko ay victory men sur 2021 mo demandé ngol ñi 2026 abe victory men sotala wo be mol be da tula yele len ale la moy jang man dara mo panic ni kan iko manasi ko ay victory men sur 2021 ñi ndo wo be mol da tula yele len yalla 2021 yin datu yele len there was complete shock so mala be jikri mu ne la ñu ko bëgg kayra jëlé ñu ko bëgg kayra jëlé de malom bamba masla bro rabe jikri mu ne la bamba masla koto bro foma koto bro okay mo dole message o kinyana okay, thank you so much, Hadi Kinte. I will read this. This is a lengthy okay. From Eco Games Olefemi Monday Gambia, what's wrong with us? Something is definitely wrong with us. Many of you have asked why I stopped writing about our politics and the state of development in our country. It is because I believe I had said everything that I had to say, with nothing new to add to the public discourse. I had resigned myself to silently observing everything going on. But today,